This is a spoiler. This is about Edith Wharton's Summer. This is probably one of the smaller books of hers. And it was called, spicy back then for some reasons. And I think it's a little spicy for some other reasons, I think. But long story short, this is kind of like A Tale of Two Cities, where it's about people that live up on a mountain that are like outlaws, drinkers, and then there's this other class of society that doesn't even go up on that mountain. And the book starts out with a lawyer from the high class society bringing down a little girl from the mountain. And, he tells her that he rescued her. He said, her dad went to jail. They didn't know what happened to her mom at the time, but this is a spoiler, I'll tell you. Her mom, I guess, was dead. She ended up laying on the same mattress her dead mother was laying on. But anyway, so she's in this new society, but she came from a bad part of town. And, the man that brought her down was a lawyer. His name was Lawyer Royale. And her name became Charity. Her name was Charity when it became Royale. And she fell in love with an architect in the high-class society. His name was Lucius Harney. He got her pregnant, but then, he ditched her, because of her background. She came from the bad part of town. This town was called North Dormer. It was full of associations. This book was written back in the horse and buggy days, I think 1917. Now, Prohibition was 1920s. And anyway, this lawyer was picking on these people who were drinking when it wasn't even outlawed. But I get it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the lawyer wanted to marry her, but he was so much older, and she liked the other guy. And now the spoiler is, in the end, she was pregnant by the other guy, and he left her, and she thought about, trying to cover it up and hide it and everything. But she did marry the guy who brought her down, the old lawyer. So pretty much a guy adopted her. And then she gets pregnant by another guy, but this guy doesn't know. And then they get married. So it looks like a child bride. In America, it's what it looks like, but it's a twisted up story. So they call it Hot Ethan because she wrote another book called Ethan Frome, which had a lot of sexual tension, but really no spice like that. So this was my second book that I finished from Edith Wharton, and I think I'm going to read her other one, Age of Innocence.